Welcoming back to MSD Learning World. In this video, we are going to see the process, namely derivations in context-free grammar. What is meant by derivation? Derivation is the process of checking the input acceptance. It is an instantaneous description to check or to proceed for checking whether the inputs can be derived from the grammar or not. If you have a grammar, then its language will be corresponding language will be L of G. If grammar is G, then its language will be L of G, which is a context-free language. And language is the set of all strings that are derived from the grammar. So if we want to check any particular string can be derived from the grammar, then we go for an instantaneous description, namely derivation. The derivation is the process of checking whether the input can be accepted from the grammar or not. There are two types of derivations, namely leftmost derivation and rightmost derivation. The leftmost derivation and the rightmost derivation can be pictorially represented by a tree, namely parse tree. It can be either a parse tree or the derivation tree. So now let us straightly move on to a problem where how you are able to check or how you are able to derive the strings that are present in the grammar or not. So for the given grammar, S tends to A1B, A tends to 0 A bar epsilon, B tends to 0 B bar 1 B bar epsilon. So this is what is the grammar is, and bar denotes the separation of the production. So here totally you have 6 productions. So as I have said already, the grammars, whenever you have a grammar, you must be able to write the variables, terminals, production and starting symbol. The variables are nothing but S, capital A and capital B. Terminals are nothing but 0, 1, epsilon. And the productions you have, 6 productions you have. And the starting symbol is nothing but capital S. Because this is S is the first left hand side non-terminal present in the given grammar. So now we are going to check whether the string W equal to, here the string W equal to 00101 is derived by using this grammar. So what we are going to do? We are going to start with the leftmost derivation. So what is a leftmost derivation? Derivation is the process of checking the input that are derived from the grammar productions. What is the leftmost derivation is the right hand side of the derivations are replaced with the first left non-terminals. Now let us see the leftmost derivation for this string. So the leftmost derivation is represented by an arrow mark with LM specified on the bottom. So here the starting symbol is capital S. So we have to start with the capital S. So now let us see whether this W equal to 00101 is derived from this grammar. So S derives. So it is S derives leftmost derivation. For this 00101, you have to always start only with the starting symbol. And this starting symbol have only one production. So there is no option for you. You must derive only A1B. Parallelly, you should check with the strings also. So here A1B. Now what you have a 3 variable. The 3 variable is, it is not completely variable. So you have 3 symbols here. First one is a non-terminal, second one is a terminal and third one is a non-terminal. According to the leftmost derivation, the first non-terminal is capital A. This is left hand side and this is right hand side. So A must be replaced, A must be derived, then that is said to be a leftmost derivation. So which production you can use for A so that you may arrive the string 00101. So for A, you can either use 0A or epsilon. It is possible only to derive 0A. So 0A, 1 and B. Make LM. Then you need 2 zeros. So again, this is what is the first non-terminal, first variable. So for this A, capital A, I am again deriving 0A, 1, B. Now for this A, I am going to derive epsilon because your string contains only 2 A's. So derive epsilon. Now epsilon is a terminal. So epsilon, it is possible, it is okay to show this epsilon, or you can just remove it while you are writing in the next step. Now according to this 5 symbols. B is the first non-terminal. So next you are going to derive a value for this B. So for this B you need to have 0, 1. So for this B I am going to first derive 0B. Again this B is going to be the first non-terminal. So 0, 0, 1, 0, again 1B. Now for this capital B, I am going to derive epsilon 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. So I have derived 0, 0, 1, 0, 1 from the starting symbol. So it is possible for you to derive 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. So 0, 0, 1, 0, 1 is a string which is a language present in this L of G. So now how can we represent this in a parse tree? When you are creating a parse tree, you must start deriving the parse tree from the starting symbol of the grammar. For the starting symbol, you have first done A, 1, B. Then you have started deriving for A. A you have represented 0, capital A. Then for next A, you represented 0 with capital A. Then for this A, you have represented epsilon. Then you have started representing for this B. For this B, you have represented as, first you have represented as 0B. That must be, the length of this link must be next to this epsilon, because this must show the steps of the leftmost derivation. Then for this B, you have represented 1B. Then for this B, you have represented epsilon. So now 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. When you see the leaf of all the syntax tree, or this is said to be parse tree. It is a parse tree, or it is a leftmost parse tree, or it is a derivation tree. It is a derivation tree for your leftmost derivation. So by seeing this tree, it is possible to check whether the string can be derived from this grammar. So now for the same string, how can you make the rightmost derivation? How can you make the rightmost derivation for the same string W equal to 0, 0, 1, 0, 1? So here the rightmost non-terminal has to be replaced by the productions. So again you have to start with the starting symbol. So S derives, it is RM, it is a rightmost derivation. We are going to perform rightmost derivation. So S derives RM. You can start only with A1B because the production have only a single production. Then which symbol is the rightmost non-terminal? It is B. So B now you must replace. You should have 0, 1 for your B. So which one you will replace first? So you can again replace with 0B. Then B will be your rightmost non-terminal. So you can have A, 1, 0, B. This B can be again replaced with 1B. So now what you can replace for this B? B will be replaced with epsilon. Now in the next step for the rightmost derivation, A is the first non-terminal from the right hand side. So what you will replace? 0A. Then A is the rightmost non-terminal. So it is again 0A, 1, 0, 1. Then A is the first rightmost non-terminal. So A is replaced with epsilon. So 1, 0, 1. So it is possible to derive the same string from the rightmost derivations also. So how can you have the derivation tree? So the derivation tree can be formed from S, you have replaced with A, 1 and B, and B is replaced with 0 and B, and again B is replaced with 1 and B, and B is replaced with epsilon. Then you have started deriving the symbols for A. A is replaced with 0A. Then again A is replaced with 0A. Then A is replaced with epsilon. So the string, the language of L of G will be 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, where it is able to be derived from the grammar with 0 or more occurrences of times. So the string is 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, and this string is possible to derive by using both left and rightmost derivation. I think you are able to understand what the derivation is and how to derive the language by using both leftmost and rightmost derivation, and you are able to understand how to draw the derivation tree for both leftmost and rightmost derivation. So if you have any other doubt, just comment me on the channel. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.